Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
All right. Yep.
Hey, mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Okay.
Action.
Yo, what's up? We're back again with another episode of our Spilled Water Media video blog. Recognize this man right here, El Cid for Success.
Good looking guy right here.
right on. I know, I'm good. I ain't gonna hate, you know. I accept compliments. But anyways, I hope you liked our last video, Big Five for Life. We had a lot of fun doing that. It's a great book. Hope you go out and read it. Today we're gonna talk about the cycles of productivity and how taking massive action can dramatically increase your productivity. Now, you might be thinking like, oh, well, I already know that because the more harder you work, the more you things get done. Yeah, but how do you actually stay in that positive frame of mind? So, one example I talked about is this guy named Donald Glover, who plays Troy on Community. People know him as the rapper named Childish Gambino. Now, this person does a lot of things. He does stand-up, he raps, he acts, he writes, and a lot of people would see that as like a lack of focus because some people would comment that as like he doesn't take a whole lot of things seriously. Well, I actually beg to differ because to me, what he's in is what I call a loop of a cycle of productivity. So he's taking massive action, and the reason why I think that is because even though whatever he's doing, whether it's stand-up, music, or screenwriting, he's starting a project and he's finishing it. So the more you repeat that, the more that you keep repeating that, muscle memory becomes muscle memory through repetition. And when you do things like that, it brings you to a more of like a evolution of consciousness. Now, evolution of consciousness, my mentor goes into that, Owen Cook, aka RSD Tyler from Real Social Dynamics. He talks about when you have the power to break through the pain, like when you're starting a project and it doesn't seem like you're getting anything done, it doesn't seem like, everything that could possibly go wrong in the book is going wrong, and you just power through it. That's called an evolution of consciousness. And the more you trap yourself in a cycle of productivity, of doing this habit of starting a project and finishing it, you obtain that evolution of consciousness. So actually, my friend over here, Sid, he has a very lucrative family business. And do you have any advice when it comes to massive action?
Oh yes, absolutely. I think one main thing that I realized that makes me want to do massive action is I want to write things down. And oftentimes before I start my day, and it's recommended to take at least 5 to 10 minutes out of your day to write things down, especially in the morning before you start your day. What is it that you want to accomplish that day to gear you towards your bigger goals? Because if you don't have a clear target on what you want to hit that day, the day runs you. So from then on, you can work from then on. And you want to prioritize and what are the ones that's really key that you need to hit that day.
Right.
So that's one thing about massive action. And the great thing about massive action is even if you have a mistake or you fail from that action, you learn from that and you keep going, and that creates more confidence inside yourself to keep doing and refining the structure where you're at. And that creates more momentum for you to keep going.
Right. So right about now, I'm in the process of working on my second draft of my full-length screenplay. But I also want to put out a mixtape this summer. So a lot of people would see that as a lack of focus. Like before, I think differently because I actually completed the first draft of my screenplay in October and had a very successful table read. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm taking step 2 of that goal. But I'm starting a new goal of recording a mixtape. Now, this is a little bit dangerous because when you keep creating new goals for yourself and you don't complete any of them, that's when you hit a lack of focus. But as long as you're starting a project and you're finishing it and actually repeating that behavior, that pattern, the more you hit that towards that evolution of consciousness. So, and that is what will enable you to pursue a path and ingrain yourself in a cycle of productivity. So, any last words?
Yes, yeah. So one main thing about massive action is that you want to create deadlines for yourself.
Absolutely.
And that you want to have self-accountability. Because if you don't have a deadline for yourself, it's never going to get done.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that it's measurable and that even if you don't hit it that day, that you can readjust it and go again the next day.
Yeah.
Because that's the one main thing about attaining goals, is that you want to see yourself getting it, even though just 1 inch towards it. That already creates more momentum for you to keep doing the action that you need to do. So yeah, so definitely the deadline and self accountability is key.
What was that quote that said like something without a deadline is just a dream without a
Yeah, so I guess a dream without a deadline, was it
a goal without a deadline?
yeah, a goal without a deadline is just a dream.
Just a dream, yeah. So I think also what helps with accountability and deadlines is that you hold people accountable. So there's a little technique that I learned from, like, you guys don't have to do this, but there's a little technique that I learned from my mentor, Owen Cook. It's like the hat over the fence theory. Is like you start a project, and let's say I want to complete this full-length screenplay and turn it to an independent film. So what I can do is I can give Sid $100 and be like, if I never accomplish goal, that $100 is yours.
Yes, there you go.
I don't know. That sounds kind of.
no,
I don't know if I'm gonna go through with that. But
You know, honestly, some people run in two different ways, either for pain or for pleasure.
Yeah.
So for a lot of people, pain usually is what creates them. It kind of
good motivator.
psychs them to keep doing what they
Yeah.
need to do.
Yeah.
For some people, you know, when they have a different motivation, you just gotta understand what motivates you even more.
Yeah.
And that's why, if you go back to our videos, we talk about whys. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Your reason to keep going
Yeah.
when things are not going your well. So you gotta always remember why are you doing it.
all right. So happy Sunday. We're here at a beautiful park in Benicia. It's our friend's baby shower. So this is Pat Garcia.
El Cid.
All right, and you guys have a wonderful afternoon, or whenever I upload this video and whenever you watch it. But God bless.
Take care. God bless.